On one day, the earth trembled, nations fell and rose. History pivoted on fiery fronts, both natural and human. August 24th, a tapestry of upheaval and awakening. In 79 AD, the Roman world knew peace. Cities throbbed with commerce. But atop Mount Vesuvius, an ancient evil stirred. At dawn, it roared awake, belching a fiery plume that tore through the tranquil sky. Ash and pumice rained down, blanketing Pompeii, Herculaneum, and Stabiae. Within hours, they were entombed. Houses, streets, lives frozen in volcanic death. History's snapshot was taken on that fateful day. In 1814, young America dreamed of freedom and growth. But on August 24th, those dreams nearly went up in smoke. British troops seized the U.S. Capitol. Revenge burned in their eyes as they set the Capitol and White House ablaze. Flames danced against the night sky, licking at the symbols of a nation's pride. Amidst the ruins, a haunting lesson. Even fledgling democracies need strong fires to temper their steel. Fast forward to 1942, when the Solomon Islands became the battleground of destiny. On August 24th, the U.S. dive bombers struck. A deadly dance unfolded above the waves. By dusk, the Japanese carrier Ryujo was history, tilting towards oblivion. Momentum shifted in the Pacific theater, altering the tide of World War II. Then in 1949, fear of communism cast long shadows across Europe. On this day, the North Atlantic Treaty took flight, birthing NATO, a pact forged in the fires of shared defense. As nations signed on, a new resolve hardened their resolve. Secretly behind the scenes, another story played out. This day, Edith Sampson made history. As the first Black American delegate at the UN, she stepped onto a world stage once reserved for few. Her voice resonated through hallowed halls where hope flickered for millions. But let's shift to France in 1968. Their president, Charles de Gaulle, pursued nuclear supremacy. On this day, France shook as it claimed its place among the nuclear elite with the detonation of its first hydrogen bomb, Operation Canopus. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in Northern Ireland, a different kind of detonation occurred. Civil rights advocates marched peacefully. Their chants for equality echoed through the streets, demanding change in a land marked by division. From here, we hop to the economic battleground of 1967. Wall Street had always been a domain of suits and seriousness. But on this day, it got a healthy dose of absurdity. Members of the Yippies, a radical activist group, descended upon the New York Stock Exchange. With quips and dollar bills flying, they disrupted the floor. Their message was clear. They aimed to crash the capitalist machine that seemed intent on crashing the world. Now shift your focus to Madison, Wisconsin. In 1970, anti-war sentiment was at a fever pitch. At Sterling Hall, bombs exploded, shattering the tranquility of a university campus. This wasn't just an act of dissent. It was a violent testament to a generation's rage against a war that seemed endless. Let's take a detour to New York City in 1981. John Lennon was more than a musician. He was a cultural icon. But his life ended abruptly on December 8, 1980. Charged with murdering him, Mark David Chapman faced justice. 5 years later, on August 24th, Chapman's fate was sealed, sentenced to serve 25 years for ending a legend's life. The world sighed a collective breath. It was a moment when celebrity mortality and obsessive fandom collided tragically. Meanwhile, in 1981, Latin America was grappling with the war on drugs. This day, Colombian drug cartels issued an alarming declaration, a message that sent shockwaves across the region. They declared total war on the government, escalating a conflict that would leave an indelible stain on the nation. Fast forward to 1992, when Florida felt nature's wrath. Hurricane Andrew, a name that became synonymous with devastation, slammed into the unsuspecting state. Homes were obliterated, lives uprooted, leaving a trail of destruction that shocked the nation. With staggering damages exceeding $26 billion, it etched its place as the costliest hurricane in U.S. history. Yet on the same day, amidst global turmoil, Ukraine made a pivotal move. It declared its independence from the crumbling Soviet Union, marking a significant step toward national rebirth. The quiet act carried echoes of revolution. Even Belarus followed suit, marking a decisive break from the past. Then, in 2003, the cosmos shook with news that reached Earth at the speed of light. Pluto, our celestial companion since 1930, was officially demoted to a dwarf planet. It was a scientific reclassification that ignited a firestorm of emotions among stargazers and scientists alike. Planet or not, its influence on hearts remained undimmed. And finally, in 2006, the world stood on the edge of a solar abyss. Pluto, once our ninth planet, was about to be erased from the cosmic map. News traveled faster than light, reaching us in 2006. This day, Pluto lost its planetary status, reduced to a dwarf planet in a decision that shook the scientific community. It was a paradigm shift that left astronomers divided and space enthusiasts heartbroken. This narrative isn't just a list of dates and events, it's a testament to the power of a single day. It's a reminder that within 24 hours, the world can shift, quake, adapt, and persevere. It's a mosaic of humanity's strength and struggles, of triumphs and tragedies. From the ashes of Pompeii to the digital age of protest, each event adds a brushstroke to our shared history. But why do these narratives resonate so deeply? Because in their tales we find mirrors reflecting our own fears and aspirations. We see the shadow of disaster looming in the skies of Vesuvius, reminding us of nature's raw power. Yet amidst the destruction, we spot seeds of resilience, stories of survival, rebirth, and rebuilding. In the charred remains of dreams, we find the embers of hope flickering. As we navigate our own complexities, we see echoes of our struggles in the marches for civil rights and in the protests against war. These stories urge us to listen to the whispers of history, to learn from both the grand eruptions and the subtle tremors. They beckon us to remember, to understand, and to transform. Every echo carries a lesson, a call to action, a reminder of the fragility of peace and the tenacity of the human spirit. When we explore these historical echoes, we don't just study the past. We equip ourselves for the future. We uncover the roots of our present, understanding the intricate web of events that have led us to this very moment. We recognize the enduring impact of decisions made on a single day, decisions that continue to reverberate through the corridors of time. So if you feel a kinship with these tales, if you hear the echoes calling to you, know that you're part of a timeless chorus. Your connection to the past is a lifeline to the future. By embracing the lessons of history, we empower ourselves to shape our world and write our future. Each echo is a stepping stone on our journey towards wisdom, empathy, and progress. If you found inspiration in today's echoes, please support us. Your support fuels our journey through time. Let's keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing together. Together, we can ensure that these echoes don't fade into silence, but resonate through the ages.